Hello, everyone. I'm Randy Arrington, and welcome to the 49th episode of Page Valley Living. We're here today at Ralph Dean Park in Luray to talk with Raevyn Buracker this evening about her invitation to be part of the All-American Youth Softball team that will be participating in a highly competitive tournament down in Panama City Beach, Florida, January 2nd through the 5th. We'll talk with Raevyn about how she got selected for this special opportunity and what she loves most about playing softball and how some of you out there might help her with her trip to Florida. We'll talk details in just a moment, but first, a word from our sponsor. At Luray Caverns, you can hear music of symphonic quality from ancient stone formations on the great stalacpipe organ, the largest musical instrument in the world, only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today. Episode 49 of Page Valley Living is being recorded on Tuesday, December the 10th, and will air on Wednesday, December the 11th. Once again, we'll be talking with All-American softball player Raevyn Buracker here about her upcoming trip to Panama City Beach, Florida, just after New Year's Day. All the details on that and more when we come back, but first, let's check out this week's headlines. And now looking back on the week that was in the Page Valley. On Monday night, the Luray Council approved 2 new lodging house permits for 2 additional short-term rentals in town. One special use permit was issued for 131 North Hawksbill Street, while the other lodging house permit was approved for 505 Mechanic Street. Both votes were 4-2 in favor. In other action, the Luray Council unanimously approved a 90-day hold on considering any new applications for short-term rental permits until the group can discuss and review potential changes to zoning guidelines and other regulations regarding short-term rentals. The council plans to potentially start reconsidering new permit applications for lodging houses again on March 11th, 2025. Luray Mayor Jerry Doffelmeyer and Councilman Ligon Webb said goodbye to the Luray Council at the close of Monday night's meeting. Each spoke for a few moments, emotionally reflecting on their time with the town. Webb will be replaced on council by Luray attorney Chuck Butler in January, while fellow council member Stephanie Lillard will be taking the oath of office as mayor of Luray next month. Council will have 45 days to fill Lillard's seat on the council. And finally, are you just starting out as a farmer? Or maybe you're thinking of embarking on an agricultural venture. If so, you'll want to sign up for the networking event hosted by Virginia Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry Matt Lauer on Thursday, December 12th from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Laurel Ridge Community College's Middletown campus. The purpose of the seminar is to provide education on farm financing options and cost-share conservation opportunities. Attendees will receive a free lunch. In the world of sports, the Page County High School basketball team is off to a solid start at 3-1 on the year after defeating Harrisonburg 60-59 on Monday night. Their only loss of the season came to East Rock at home last Thursday, 53-51, despite a solid effort by junior guard Caden Combs, who put up a game-high 24 points against East Rock. Page County High School competed in its first ever indoor track meet on Saturday, December 7th at Liberty University. Junior Aaron Hensley recorded times to qualify for the state indoor meet in the 1,600 meters and the 1,000 meters. Sophomore Braxton Pettit qualified for the state in the 55-meter hurdles, and the 4x800 boys relay team just missed qualifying for state by 1/2 of 1 second. The Page County wrestling team kicks off their 2024-25 season at Harrisonburg High School this Saturday in the Harrisonburg Invitational Wrestling Tournament. And now looking at the weekend ahead in the Page Valley on Thursday, December 12th at 6 p.m., it's Luray's annual Christmas Parade down Main Street from the intersection with Broad all the way out to Reservoir at the East Luray Shopping Center. On Friday, December 13th, the Luray Downtown Initiative is hosting the Shop Late, Open Till 8 campaign, where downtown businesses will stay open and have later hours on Friday evening. From 7 to 9 p.m., it's Trivia Night at the Valley Cork in downtown Luray, and the Trackside Theater kicks off its production of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with a 7:30 p.m. showing. On Saturday, December 14th from 1 to 3 p.m., Cooters Garage Band hits the stage at Cooters in the Valley on Route 211 west of Luray. At 6 p.m. in Big Jim Park in the town of Shenandoah, they're hosting their Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday night at the Rebecca J. Graves Regional Center for the Performing Arts, A Christmas Carol and Other Holiday Stories featuring David Tyson. On Sunday, December 15th from 2 to 4, it's live bluegrass out at Cooters in the Valley. And that's a look back at the headlines for the past week in the Page Valley. And we're back, everybody, here at Ralph Dean Park today to talk with Raevyn Buracker about being part of the All-American Softball Youth Team. Raevyn, thank you so much for agreeing to talk with us today.
Thank you for letting me be on your channel.
Thank you very much. That's very nice. Now, I know there's a bunch of folks out there that probably know all about Raevyn Buracker, but you know what? There might be a few folks who don't know who you are. Can you tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Raevyn Buracker. I'm in the 5th grade. I go to Stanley, and I live in Stanley. And
So you're a Tiger, the Stanley Elementary Tigers, and you're in which grade again?
5th.
5th grade. I will put in a good word with Principal Webb with you for you. Let's see here now. When did you first start playing softball?
When I was 4 years old.
4 years old. Now, is that like T-ball when they put the ball on the tee?
Yeah.
And you were here at Luray, playing in Luray Little League, right?
Yeah.
Then you went, what, to Shenandoah?
Yeah.
To play coach pitch?
Yeah.
And you are now on a travel ball team. What team is that?
Havoc.
Havoc. And where is that based out of?
Grottos.
Grottos. And where are some of the players from? I mean, they're from all over, aren't they?
Yeah. Basically, almost.
I heard you say one was from Stanton?
Yeah.
And maybe Charlottesville? And obviously Page County, you're representing Page County for us on that team. That is excellent. Well, I hope Havoc wins every game that they play. Now, well, I need to ask you first now, what position do you play?
Catcher and third.
Catcher and third base. Oh, that's a hot spot there on third base. Which one do you prefer of the two?
Catcher.
Catcher. And you told me a little something about maybe why you like the catching better. What is that again?
Because you get to get people out a lot.
You get to get people out.
And when people steal, you get to throw it.
Okay. You ever thrown somebody out at second base?
Almost. If the person would have caught it, then they would have been out.
Oh, man, so close. It's a game of inches. And let me ask you this now. Do you like hitting better or fielding better?
Fielding.
Now, what? Now, everyone I know loves to take batting practice and to swing that bat. Why do you like fielding better?
Because it's funner to get people out than you get out.
That's the way you win ball games, isn't it? That's exactly right. That is a good mentality. I like that very much. Well, can you tell me a little bit of how did you get an invitation to be a member of the All-American Softball Youth Team?
For showing good sportsmanship and having the highest batting average on my team.
I think I heard your mom say you were over 600 with your batting average.
Yeah.
Wow. That is truly impressive. And what is the name of your travel ball coach?
Jason.
Jason. Do you know his last name? Well,
Jason Frazier.
Jason Frazier, and he sent in a video as well as some stats as a nomination for Raevyn to be selected for this very elite team. And the tournament is going to be held January 2nd through 5th in Panama City Beach, Florida. Have you ever been to Florida?
No.
Never. Well, make sure you get an orange when you get down there. I had the best orange I've ever had in my life in Florida. You need to get an orange down there. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think you'll be able to do in Florida, maybe outside of the tournament? They're probably going to have you guys playing softball all the time, but maybe you'll get to do some other things. What do you hope to see?
To go to the beach.
Oh, to go to the beach. Do you like the beach?
Yeah, and we're going a day early so we can spend New Year's on the beach.
Oh, that is excellent. Now, this tournament does have opening ceremonies on New Year's Day, And then the first game is going to be on January the 2nd, so which I believe is a Thursday. New Year's Day is going to be on a Wednesday. And when you get there now, do you know who your coach is?
Nope.
Do you know who any of your teammates
Nope.
are? You're going to meet them for the first time when you get down to Florida.
Yep.
And do you have any idea how many times you guys are going to get to practice together before you play?
Nope.
Wow, that's going to be a challenge. But you're ready. You know how to play catcher. You know the position. I think in that 600 batting average, you're not going to have much trouble at the plate either, I bet. All right, let's see here. What else do we have for you? Now, obviously, a trip like this with all the hotel fees and the travel, I think y'all are going to drive down as a family, but there are a lot of fees and stuff associated with it. But your mom told me that she wanted you to learn that you had to work for things that you wanted. So I believe you've been doing that. You've been doing some fundraising efforts. Tell me about that.
I've been making ornaments.
Okay, Christmas ornaments?
Yeah.
For the tree? And where, if someone wanted to purchase one of your Christmas ornaments to help with this trip, where can they get it?
They can get it at the coffee shop in Stanley.
The coffee shop in Stanley, right there on Main Street, and they just go in and it'll be on a shelf where they can ask about it, and that will help Raevyn Buracker get to Florida to take advantage of this great opportunity to play with the All-American Youth Softball team. Now, is there any other way? I think there's one other way they can contribute, right? You have a GoFundMe?
Yeah.
And that is in your name, right? They just go to the GoFundMe site, and you can put in Raevyn Buracker, and that should come right up. Now, get ready to go to Florida. You're going to go for the first time. You're going to participate in this team, which we should mention, this tournament has 9 teams of 12 players each. So only 108 players from all across the country in this age group were asked to participate. How do you feel about that?
I'm really happy that I get to play for them.
Because it's such an elite group, right?
Yeah.
You think you can hang with them? I know you can. I know you can. Page County softball is legendary. And do you hope to maybe one day be a Panther?
Yeah.
For the Page County Panthers and get the opportunity to play for Alan Knight, who we were just talking about a moment ago. He is a Virginia High School League Hall of Fame coach. Are you excited to potentially play for a Hall of Fame coach?
Yeah.
All right. Outstanding, outstanding. Well, let me ask you one last question, and we're going to close out this first segment before we go and play a little quick Q&A game. But what do you hope to get out of this experience of going to Florida and playing for the All-American Youth Softball team?
Getting to make good friendships.
Oh, yeah. I bet that's been a part of your softball from all along, from going all through. And a chance to see an alligator maybe, or down in Florida, but not while you're out on the beach. While you're out on the beach. Outstanding. Well, we're going to pause just for a quick moment, folks, and take a quick break for our sponsor. Will you stick around and play a game called the 5 W's with us? Outstanding, outstanding. We're going to do that in just a moment, but first, another word from our sponsor. At Luray Caverns, from well-lighted paved walkways, explore cathedral-sized rooms with ceilings 10 stories high, and walk among huge chambers filled with towering stone columns. Come visit Geology's Hall of Fame, only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today. Welcome back, everybody, and now we're going to finish up in our final segment here by playing a quick Q&A game called the 5 W's. I'm going to ask you 5 simple questions about the who, what, when, where, why. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You look ready. I know you are. All right, here we go. Who has taught you the most about the game of softball?
My mom.
Really? Has she been working with you the whole way since you were in T-ball?
Yeah.
What do you think is one of the best lessons or techniques that she's taught you about softball?
Hitting.
Hitting. What would you tell a player in T-ball to help their hitting?
Don't go by somebody else's standards. Do what feels right to you.
Do what feels right to you. I like that. I like that very much. Here is we did the who, now we're going to do the what. What lessons have you learned about being a part of a team?
You have to have good sportsmanship.
Pick up your players when they're feeling low and celebrate with them when they're winning, right? I like that very much. Very good. And now the win. When did you win your first award or trophy for softball?
And coach pitch.
Coach pitch. And what was it for? You won a tournament?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you remember how many teams were in that tournament?
No.
And this was in 8U?
Yeah.
In 8U. And that was your first tournament win. Well, that's a pretty good start. That is a pretty good start. Where is the farthest that you have traveled to play softball outside of Page County before heading to Florida?
Manassas.
Manassas, and that was for a tournament?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Like a year ago.
Like a year ago? Now, what's the name of your travel ball team in Grottos again?
Havoc.
Havoc. Now, how far does Havoc travel when you guys play?
The farthest we've traveled was probably like Harrisonburg.
Like Harrisonburg? And your season ended when?
Near Halloween.
Near Halloween. And when did y'all start with that team?
The beginning of spring or summer.
Oh, okay, all right. And so but that was just a fall ball team, right? For fall baseball or fall travel?
We started in summer for Havoc.
Oh, okay, you started in summer. So you've been playing for a while. What's your record, do you know? We'll say it's undefeated. We'll say it's undefeated. All right, we're going to ask you one more question here, and then we're going to let you go. Why is this trip to Florida and playing for the All-America Youth Softball team so important to you?
Because only a couple people get to play for them.
Yeah, it's a very selective group, right? And think of the opportunity. You may come away with 108 new friends. Just watch out for the alligators, right? Okay, all right. Well, we want to remind you once again, folks, that you can contribute to the fundraising effort here that Raevyn Buracker is doing to help sponsor her trip. She's got Christmas ornaments for sale at the
Coffee shop
in
Stanley.
That's right, the coffee shop in Stanley. You can get Christmas ornaments there to help support her efforts, or you can donate directly if you would like to help support the travel and the lodging and all that for the family as she goes down there and participates in this once-in-a-lifetime maybe opportunity to play for the All-American Youth Softball team. Again, they're going to kick off on Thursday, January the 2nd, 2025, with the first game, and it carry through till January the 5th when they have closing ceremonies. So we want to say thank you to Raevyn. Thanks for being with us here today.
Thank you for letting me on your channel.
Well, absolutely welcome, and we wish you the best of luck down in Florida. We also want to say thanks to Eleanor Arrington for all of her work behind the camera today and in the editing room this week. If you liked our video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel at Page Valley News on YouTube, and share these videos with your friends. And as always, make sure you go down and visit our furry friends down at the Page County Animal Shelter and help them find a forever home. Until next week, I'm Randy Arrington saying enjoy that Page Valley living.